In this video, I'm going to explain how to find out the solution of the linear partial differential equation by the Lagrange's method. So now a linear differential equation must be of the form capital P into small p plus capital Q into small q is equal to R, where capital P is a function of x, y, z. Similarly, Q and R are function of x, y, z. And small p stand for that one, del z, del x, and small q stand for del z, del y. So this is because why it is called a linear partial differential equation, because the order of the partial derivative in this case is equal to 1. So how to find the solution of this type of equation, linear partial differential equation, by Lagrange's method. So I'm going to give you the steps here. So Lagrange's method of solving PP plus QQ is equal to R are given as follows. Number one is that always if it is a linear partial differential equation of this linear partial differential equation, then in that case express the given equation in this form: PP plus QQ is equal to R. So that is the first thing you have to do. Now next, write the auxiliary equation, or the Lagrange's auxiliary equation of this equation 1 will be given by dx upon capital P is equal to dy upon capital Q is equal to dz upon capital R. Then next step, solve this equation 2 by taking 2 at a time, by taking 2 fractions at a time. So use then from here you'll get 2 independent solution. Now the general solution, or the integral of this equation 1, is then written in the following forms. Either you can express in the form phi u v is equal to 0, or u is equal to phi v, or v is equal to phi u, where phi is an arbitrary function. That means suppose the first solution is given as C1 equal to in terms of x and y or z, and C2 also you'll get it in terms of x, y or z. Then in that case phi of u v will be that one, phi of C1 C2 is equal to 0, or you can express it in form C1 is equal to phi of C2, or C2 is equal to phi of C1. So let us follow these steps or methods in order to solve the given partial differential, linear partial differential equation. So there are 4 types in this case. So I'm going to discuss with you type number 1. How to solve the equation, linear partial differential equation, if it is of type 1. In this case, if suppose one of the variable or either of the variable can be cancelled or absent from the fractions of the auxiliary equation, then in that case the integral can be easily obtained by the usual method. And to get another solution, you have to follow the procedure that we are procedure in, like in the first case, where we are going to obtain the integral or the solution of the linear partial differential equation. So let us solve this problem so that you'll be more clear with this one. Solve xp plus y cubed is equal to z. Now this is already of the form pp plus q cubed is equal to r, where capital P is a coefficient of small p, it is x, capital Q is equal to small y, and capital R is equal to z. Now what is the Lagrange's auxiliary equation? I'm just writing this one in short. Lagrange's auxiliary equation of this equation is dx by capital P. But what is capital P? It is x is equal to dy by capital Q, that is y is equal to dz by capital R, that is z. Now name this as equation 2. Now you consider the first 2 fraction. From the first 2 fraction, you'll get dx by x is equal to dy by y. Or what you can do now is, you can see that the x variable and the y variable has been separated, so you can easily integrate this one by the usual method. So integral of this one, you'll get it as log x is equal to log y. Now let us take that constant plus some constant term. So let us take that constant also in terms of log of c1, or x is equal to log x is equal to log of, it is of the form log m plus log n, so it will be log m into n, so that is log y into c1, or x is equal to y c1, and this gives you c1 is equal to x by y. So this is equation 3. So we have got one independent solution or one independent integral. Now next, to get another independent integral or solution, let us consider this last 2 fraction, or you can consider the first fraction and the last fraction also. Doesn't matter, you'll get another independent solution. But in this case, let me take this last two fraction. When I consider the last two fraction, then I'll get dy by y is equal to dz by z. Again, in this case, you'll see that what is the integral of this one? Since the x, y and z variable have been separated, so you can easily find out the integral of this. So on integrating this one, then you'll get log y is equal to log z plus some constant, say log of c2, or y is equal to log y is equal to log of z into c2 by the properties of logarithm, and this will give you y is equal to z c2, which gives you c2 is equal to y by z. This is equation 4. So we have got two independent integral or two independent solutions. C1 is x by y and C2 is y by z. Therefore, the general solution of the given equation 1 will be written as phi of C1 C2 is equal to 0, or phi of what is C1? It is x by y. C2 it is y by z is equal to 0. So this is the solution. Let me solve one more problem so that you'll be more clear with this type 1 of the Lagrange's method of finding the solution of a linear partial differential equation. Now solve this one. Y square p minus xy cubed is equal to x into z minus 2y. Now express this one in the form pp plus capital cubed is equal to r. Now you can, since it is minus here, you can write it plus and then put a minus sign here. Inside the bracket, it will be minus xy cubed equal to x into z minus 2y. So you can write the auxiliary equation of this one will be dx by p is equal to dy by cubed is equal to dz by r. But what is capital P? The coefficient of small p, it is y square. And what is capital Q? It is minus xy. So it will be minus xy is equal to dz by capital R. And what is capital R? It is x into z minus 2y. Now let me consider this first two fraction. Dx by y square is equal to dy by minus xy. One y can be cancelled, so you'll get dx by y equal to dy by minus x. Cross multiply this one to this side, you'll get minus x dx is equal to y dy. Again, where the x variable and the y variable have been separated. So from here, you can easily integrate this one. You'll get minus x square by 2 is equal to y square by 2 plus some c1, or x square plus y square, this is equal to c1. Okay, I can transfer this one, it will be minus, then it will be 2c1, or I can write it as x square plus y square, then minus 2c1 you'll get here, then minus 2c1 can be replaced by another constant, say c1 prime. So this is the first integral, name it as equation 1. Next, let us consider these two, where x can be cancelled, so that fraction will involve only the y and the z variable. So now by considering the last two fraction, that is dy by minus xy is equal to dz by x into z minus 2y, x and x can be cancelled. So you see that it reduces to the variable, the involvement of two variables only. Dy by minus y is equal to dz by z minus 2y. Now what I can do here is, let us simplify this one and see. Cross multiply this dy to this side and z minus 2y to this side. Then you'll get z minus 2y by minus y. This is equal to dz by dy. Or now next, simplify this one. You'll get dz by dz dy is equal to minus z by y. Then minus into minus will become plus 2y by y. Now transfer this one to this side. Then you'll get dz by dy. This is equal to plus 1 by y into z. This is equal to y can cancel. It will be equal to 2. So this is the ordinary differential linear differential equation that which reduces to the form that you have done in first semester only. So now what we can do, we can find a solution of this one by using the integrating factor. So what is the integrating factor of this equation? It is integrating factor of this equation star now is equal to integral e to the power 1 by y dy. Oh, sorry, it will be 1 by y, mistaken that one, it will be e to the power integral of 1 by y dy. So what is the integrating factor? It is e to the power log y, and e log can be cancelled because these are exponential is the anti-logarithms, so you'll get it as y. So the integrating factor in this case will be y. So what will be the solution of this star now? It will be set into the integrating factor equal to 2 times of integral of this one, 2 into the integrating factor. Integral of integrating factor with respect to y plus some constant, say c2. So it will be set into y is equal to 2 times of the integrating factor, it is y dy plus c. So let us see what will be c2. So what is the integral of y? It will be y square. So we'll get here set y is equal to 2y square by 2 plus c2. And this will imply that set y minus 2 can be cancelled, y square can be transferred to this side, set y square is equal to c2. Name this as equation 2. So let us see the first one. From equation 1 I have got c1 prime is x square plus y square, and then from equation 2 I got c2 as set y minus y square. Therefore the general solution of this given linear partial differential equation will be given by phi of c1 prime comma c2 equal to 0, or phi of what is c1 prime from that equation 1? It is x square plus y square comma set y minus y square equal to 0. So this is the general solution. Hope it is clear now how to solve the linear partial differential equation of type 1 by the Lagrange's method.